Okay guys, we're here with another video today, and today we're going to be comparing what I would call two rivals for this year, the Honor 7X and the Xiaomi Mi A1. A lot of persons are wondering which phones to get, and to be honest, it really comes down to preference, guys. It really comes down to that because they have really different specs, to be honest. Their philosophy is really different. However, they're actually really good phones individually. So let's first look at the Honor 7X. It has an 18:9 aspect ratio display, which a lot of people like. That's how phones are going nowadays. The Xiaomi Mi A1 does not have that. It has a standard display, which is getting pretty old. So the Honor 7X is up to date with that. In terms of the pixel density, the Huawei actually has it better. The Honor has 407 while the Xiaomi has 403, and that's not going to be really much of a difference. But just for you to know, even though the screen is bigger, it is still as sharp or even a tad bit sharper. And they actually say that the 7X's display, it's a bit more premium to look at. The colors are more punchy, it has more contrast and everything. So in terms of that, the Honor 7X would actually win right there. We're not going to go through all the difference and all the things to compare, but just the basics. In terms of the camera, something that the Xiaomi really has over the 7X is the ability to record videos in 4K. It seems that Huawei and Honor, they don't like making 4K devices. I'm not sure why, but like 90% of their phone cannot go up to 4K, and many people are really bugged out about that. So another thing is the software. The Honor 7X has the EMUI on top of Android, while the Xiaomi Mi A1 has stock Android. And many people actually do prefer stock Android as to the EMUI. I actually prefer the EMUI because it's really battery efficient and you get a lot more options in the stock Android. And Honor, they actually really upgrade their devices, so you won't be left behind in the dirt with that. They actually will be getting Android Oreo very soon, so that's something that's really good. In terms of the fingerprint scanner, they both have really good fingerprint scanners, even though the 7X is quite, it's actually speedier than the Xiaomi Mi A1. So that's another thing to look at. In terms of audio, that's no contest. The Xiaomi Mi A1 demolishes the Honor 7X when it comes to audio. So if that's something that you're keen on, then fine. But another thing is the Honor 7X, in terms of selfies, that's really better than the Xiaomi Mi A1. So if you like taking front-facing selfies, well, videos or selfies, then the Honor 7X is going to be the clearer choice. In terms of low light, it's actually a hit and miss for both phones. Sometimes they do good, sometimes they do not so good. So that's a hit and miss so that actually really varies. But overall, in low light, the Xiaomi Mi A1 does a little bit better, while in daytime the 7X does better with the photos. So yeah, that's it. In terms of the price, well, that's one thing that, many people are actually, in terms of the price, the Xiaomi Mi A1 is really cheaper. It's about 220 euros, and the Honor 7X is about 300. In terms of price though, they're really both affordable phones. They're really, you'd consider budget or cheap phones, and that's really good. But cheap doesn't mean bad. Gone are those days when a phone is bad because it's cheap, or it's cheap because it's bad. So those days are way gone. So yeah, these phones have different things about them. In terms of the speed test, C4E did a speed test, and as you can see, the 7X was faster, even though it's heavily skinned with EMUI. But in terms of speed, guys, that's not a big thing. They're really both fast phones. I really could not tell you which one of these phones are better. I'm sorry that I didn't actually just say, yeah, go with this one. But to be honest, for future proofing, the 7X is the better choice. If you want to go around and show off and have a better, more attractive, beautiful phone that has all the features, it's definitely going to be the 7X. So if you like that, if you want to be up to time and keeping up with the latest or everything, the 7X is definitely there, because the EMUI gives you a lot of features, and when it gets Oreo, it's going to get EMUI 8.0, and that's going to give you even more features, guys. So to keep up with the time, with the trends, it's definitely going to be the 7X. And remember this, that it was actually released at a later date than the Xiaomi Mi A1. So I'm actually honestly leaning, get the 7X over the Mi A1. If you love stock Android, if you love rooting your devices or everything, then sure, you can go for the Xiaomi Mi A1, and they're really both good phones. So Doesn't really come down to anything much, but for future proofing, to be up with the times, the trend, the looks of phones, everything, the Honor is going to do you more good in that department. So yeah, they're really both good phones. Guys, don't feel bad if you get one over the other. They're really good phones. You can't go wrong really with any of them, especially at the price. So that's it for my video today, guys. So yeah, that's it. Like my videos, guys. I'm new, I'm just starting out, and I'd really like your support. I'm going to give you a lot more details, a lot more phones, news, and recommendations on how to buy phones, where to get them the cheapest, and what phones are the best to buy. So thanks for just watching my video. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.